What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the show. Hopefully, everyone's having an amazing day. It's Thursday. You know what that means. A little Thursday night football and a doubleheader in softball. I'm excited. It is beautiful out here in Southwest Florida. Waking up in the mornings, it's 70. Put a little hoodie on, go walk the dog, and then get right back to the video making. In this episode, we got a lot to talk about, a lot going on. A pretty nice little bounce last night as we were sleeping on the markets overall. But let's jump into it. Bitcoin. Oh, excuse me. Breaking. I forgot my intro, everyone. XRP's moment, it is finally here. As we go throughout this video, you are going to see exactly what I'm talking about because we got some major confirmation. You can feel it in the air, like that old Phil Collins song, right? The same institutions that used to laugh at crypto back in 2017, 2018, you know what they're all doing now? They're all racing to file ETFs for it. Not just Bitcoin, not just Ethereum, but we are starting to see XRP pop up pretty much everywhere we look. And before we dive in, folks, do not forget, if you want my real-time breakdowns on these kinds of moves, you know, the stuff that I can't post on YouTube, join the newsletter. It's free. It's in the video description of every single video. Click the link, click that little yellow button that says join my newsletter. Put in your email address. You'll get a confirmation email. Check your spam inbox just in case. Agree that you want to be part of the newsletter and just wait for the info to come flooding in. Without further ado, let's see what we got going on in the markets. Bitcoin's trying to get back to 110,000, coming in at 109,463. It's up about 1.5%. ETH right behind it, coming in at 3,882. It is up 1.23%. And XRP still in that number 5 spot. It's chipping away at BNB, coming in at $2.41. It is up 1.38%. Total cryptocurrency market cap 3.64 trillion. As your fear and greed index is sitting at 29. Now let's do a little XRPTA. Let me kill some of these indicators so we don't get confused. Right now, what are we looking at? Support and resistance. You can see we keep retesting the back end of this support zone coming in at 235. We keep making a retest onto it. Where do we want to go? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. We have runway here. There is nothing holding us back from making a nice push up to about 264. I mean, we've retested this zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 times now. We have runway. We got the space to run up to get into that zone of 263 to 278. That's going to be your next resistant territory. And then as we approach $3, obviously $3, all the way up to 312, and then 335 to 382, which is not a lot of money sitting at the upper band. It is just these next two zones. But if we look at our Oracle on this thing, we take a look to see what we're doing here. You can see we put in a strong reversal on my birthday, October 11th, which was a beautiful thing after that nasty red candle. We're still floating above. If we do see downside, this whole green wave anywhere from $1.70 to 230, that is when you can expect a reversal up out of there. But in order for this thing to flip back bullish, we need to get above 272. That's what we're looking at. Right around 270, 269 to 272 is what we are looking at for XRP to reflip bullish, which puts us right into where that resistant area. We got it though. It's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. But what we need to pay attention to right now is Mr. Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, if it decides and wants to go fill that CME gap down in that $90,000 to $92,000 region, a region I have spoken about for several months now, well, it will drag XRP down with it. Where does it go? We would probably be right within this support region. If Bitcoin wants to go even further, we will definitely hit there. I mean, I honestly don't think we get below, $1.75. We could see a quick flash scam like we did back here on the 11th down that way. Time will tell. Overall bullish though, nothing to be nervous about, nothing to get crazy over, because we get this. There's now 155 crypto ETF filings tracking 35 different assets. Let that sink in, folks. And according to Bloomberg, they think this number could hit over 200 plus ETFs within the next 12 months. That's not a trend. That's a floodgate, everyone. When the suits rush in this fast, it means one thing. It means that the framework's done and the rails are being built. The suits know it before we know it. Remember that. They know what's going on before we know what's going on. The ETFs here, though, that's not your end goal. These are just your access points. This is going to be the way that they funnel trillions of dollars of instant liquidity. Now, what are we looking at here? Here's what I like to say. If the asset that you are holding does not have an ETF, you better do some more research, reposition yourself, think about getting out, because I'm going to tell you right now, all these altcoins are not going to make it until the next bull run. They are not going to make it. Dots in there, Psy, HBAR, there's a lot in there. Like Optos, OKB's in there. I mean, XLM even got one, Pengu. Like, you want to hold an asset where the institutional money is going to be buying and cheerleading for you. It's that simple. If your asset's not in there, you really need to think, where is the money going to be coming in from for people to buy this and help raise the price, right? Let me get this. The Themes ETF, they just filed a post-effective amendment delaying its crypto ETF rollout until November 6th. You know, so not a long delay. We've seen worse. What is it, 2 weeks? Big deal. On the surface, though, I want you to think about this one. It looks like a delay. I want you to zoom out. The date matters, right? Because that's when the regulatory clarity clock runs out. Huh? You see what's going on here? This is all coordinated, folks. That's when the floodgates open. And they already told you which assets are they are actually preparing for. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana. So why delay it unless you know what's coming? They're waiting for the green light. They're not hoping for it. This isn't speculation anymore. It is all about timing. And we keep saying that. This is all about timing, folks. They are delaying and coordinating everything because they know. Look, us retail, we're the last ones to find out when something's going to happen. Wall Street, they know before anyone else. And then we get this. This is the most bullish clip I have ever seen. This is NASDAQ. Yes, the NASDAQ. You know, the ones that have Apple, Amazon, Tesla all listed. Well, they just told you that they are seeing institutional interest beyond Bitcoin. And they actually named XRP. You can't make this stuff up. Hold on, let me refresh and let's give this a listen. I mean, when the NASDAQ is confirming XRP, I mean, I think it's safe to remove our tinfoil hats at this point, right?
Seeing it broaden out beyond Bitcoin, and we're starting to understand the fundamentals and other applications when you think about the institutional use cases for the digital asset space.
Yeah, that's right. And I think that the early kind of mover in this was Bitcoin, particularly. But the way that I really like to see this is we're building a new financial wallet system. So if you picture tomorrow's wallet, we've got Bitcoin. So they're the digital gold. They sit inside and act as this finite supply, borderless transactions, and really self custodied with a password, not a vault. Whether you're hedging inflation or sort of dodging local currency turmoil, very censorship resistant store of value. And then you've got Ethereum. So that's the app platform. So Ethereum's the wallet's app store, smart contracts so that you trade, borrow, or earn yield without a bank. And owning ETH is really just like holding gas in a global financial operating system, one that's open source and runs 24/7. Then you've got XRP. So they're the cross-border bridge. And XRP works really behind the scenes as that instant FX bridge. So banks convert dollars to XRP, beam it abroad in 3 seconds, and cash it out in local currency, potentially cutting remittance fees from 7% to under 1%. And then you've got Solana, the high-speed rail. So Solana provides the commuter rail, really hundreds of transactions per second with very tiny fees. So your subway tap, in-game purchase, or loyalty point redemption could all ride on the Solana rails without you even noticing. Then we've got stablecoins. Stablecoins such as USDC act as tokenized dollars, really clearing anytime, anywhere, and fully backed by short-term treasuries. And they really marry crypto speed with the safety of US debt, turning your phone into sort of this real-time dollar account that you can spend worldwide. So this is really a suite of products that have very specific functions that are reimagining the entire financial stack, and it's really opening back up.
I don't think you understand how bullish this actually is. This right here is confirmation that we, XRP holders, Solana holders, Bitcoin holders, Ethereum holders, we were on the right path. And this all leads me back to this one. with the assets that have ETFs being filed. I mean, Solana has 23. It is tied with Bitcoin for the most ETFs being filed. XRP is right behind it with 20, and then Ethereum. Folks, the amount of ETFs that are filed on an asset tells you the amount of demand that they are seeing and that they are hearing. XRP is in the number 3 spot. Obviously, there's more demand in XRP than ETH. It is going to pass Bitcoin and Solana with the ETFs that get filed and pushed out. This is how you know you are on the winning team, right? Because the demand is going to be there. The more ETFs you get, the more demand, the more money that inflows, the higher the price is going to go. This is the start of something. This is the reveal. The pieces, they were always in place. The tech, the partnership, the liquidity corridors. Now the institutions, they are just catching up. And if you've been holding through the noise, this is your moment, everyone. Drop a comment if you've been here since under $1. Make sure you're subscribed, because what's coming next, it could make the 2017 bull run look like a freaking warm-up.